Hi everyone, this is Kim, and you are at Kim's Tarot. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for viewing. Thank you for subscribing. I only have 10 subscribers, but I wanted to do some new things on this channel, and let's bring it into 20 at the end of 2025 and moving forward in 2026. So thank you. We are continuing on with David Antony Burke and Celeste Rivas Hernandez, still a mystery. I wanted to bring things a little bit more into just doing Celeste Rivas Hernandez tarot card reading and using a ghost vox. Yes, so we're kind of bringing things into play a little bit more. So for those of you who don't know what the heck I'm talking about, Celeste was discovered in David's leased Tesla back in September 8th of this year of 2025. Her body was wrapped in a bag and she was thrown in the frunk. And the Tesla was smelling so bad, they brought it to a tow yard, and the smell was so bad that LAPD was eventually brought in, and they found her body day before her 15th birthday. Sad, just terrible, terrible, terrible for this little girl. So, so let me kind of read to you some new things that have been developed in this case. Teen Celeste Rivas Hernandez's death could result in only minor charges after her decaying body was found in singer David's Tesla front, because LA cops say they have yet to uncover a serious crime. Isn't that something? The cause of death for the 14-year-old whose body was discovered wrapped in plastic is still unconfirmed. The LAPD told KTLA in a statement last week that simply referred to a previous press release. It remains unclear whether there is any criminal culpability beyond the concealment of her body, according to the old September 29th statement. Celeste's corpse was found highly decomposed on September 8th, the day after she would have turned 15, which I said. And we already know how it was discovered. And so you guys can check out my other videos that I did on that. So I wanted to come into play on something that came out on Ashley Banfield's podcast 6 days ago. And so, which would have been November 6, 2025. So today is, had to check to see, today is the 12th of November of 2025. These are some things that were in her video that I'm just going to read for you, and we will take it from there. So we already know that Celeste's body was found decaying in a trash bag in David's rented or leased Tesla. And it was found before her 15th birthday. But there was found in his house after the landlord, where David was leasing this home out, renting this home up in Hollywood Hills, they cleaned out everything after her death. We still don't know where David is at this time. And I've always said I really don't care. He's lawyered up. He's not at his parents' house. We don't know where he's at. He is laying low. And he should be, right? He should be. A lot of people should be lawyering up and just being quiet. So, but there was a Build-A-Bear clue found in David's mansion after he cleaned everything out. So whoever was taking things out did not clean everything out of the house. And so here is a humongous clue going on. There was a Build-A-Bear certificate. Just shows you they didn't take everything, right? So Celeste had a cousin named Esmeralda, and Esmeralda launched a GoFundMe for the family after Celeste's death. And so she launched this GoFundMe. I don't know what's going on with that. So if you guys know that, if you're fans of David or his supporters, or you know anything about that, let me know in the comments. They will be up. And so is Esmeralda, I'm sure, I'm thinking, I'm getting that, is her cousin. And so this is what's so interesting. So Esmeralda graduated from high school, and Celeste was at that graduation. So for the Build-A-Bear certificate that was found in David's house, that was dated on April 21st of 2024. It was 16 days when Celeste's family reported her missing for the final time. So, interesting, isn't it? A lot of clues happening very oddly with the family and this cousin, Esmeralda. Okay, so obviously there's a video of David at the amusement park, and there is a Build-A-Bear, some type of booth around there that Esmeralda actually built her bear. And obviously it ended up in David's mansion, where probably a lot of people were at, including Esmeralda and Celeste, and the certificate was left there at his home. They didn't clean everything out. So the Build-A-Bear was dated on 4/21/2024, and it was 16 days when Celeste's family reported her missing for the final time. David was spotted at a Six Flags park where there is a Build-A-Bear, and Esmeralda built the bear, which I already said. All three of them were at Six Flags amusement park, probably more people. Who knows how many people? They were having fun. I mean, David was young, probably. I don't think he was 20 yet. Somebody please correct me. And Celeste knew, so everybody in her family kind of knew she was there. So September of 2024, not 2025, Celeste was spotted arguing. This was a video that went viral. A lot of people had seen it, where she was with that neighbor. So her family reported her missing before that, even though, and she showed up. They didn't report it to LAPD that the family actually knew where Celeste was with this cousin, or maybe with David. So she was spotted after they declared her missing, and they never called LA or whatever county that is. Celeste was living in Lake Elsinore. They never called Lake Elsinore police to let them know that Celeste was home after she was gone missing for 16 days. So Celeste's family did not report her found in September of 2024. I find this very odd, because in one of my videos, I did say that the mother was very concerned and loved Celeste, but not concerned enough to do the right thing. So there's a lot of mystery. And within that first raw video, I felt like there was some kind of humongous argument going on with a female and another male that knows exactly. I know a lot of people really knew and know who was driving that car, even the LAPD, but they're not releasing that information, driving the Tesla. And what I find very interesting, because I live in Las Vegas, Nevada. So Celeste was in Las Vegas with her cousin Esmeralda. She would have been 13 years of age with her cousin in Las Vegas. And the reason why there's an actual picture of her that's gone viral, you guys can find that, because David was performing in Las Vegas. That's why those two were there. A lot of this was discovered by Steve Fisher, who is a private investigator for the landlord that leased David's house. So we know toxicology report has not been finished. And I just wanted to say, according to Ashley Banfield, that the family told other family members not to look for her. She was with other family members in LA with Esmeralda and her mom. She would have been, well, she was 14 when all this was going down. Yeah. So lots of mysteries. Somehow, well, first of all, the toxicology report has not been determined. We don't know if she died of an overdose. And her body, I felt in the beginning when I first did this tarot card reading, raw tarot card reading, I did not feel that she was dismembered. She was just in this liquid from her own body deteriorating in that bag. It was very hot in Los Angeles, and so some things were just coming apart. Her body was. So I want to do a tarot card reading, and on Celeste Rivas, we want to not irritate her, move some things out of the way. She may be at rest, guys. She may not want to be bothered. But let's just see. I'm going to bother her. I'm just going to do excuse me. I'm going to pull this down a little bit. And just do a past, present, and future reading. Celeste is already transitioned out on the 8th of September of 2025. And we want to know how she is doing. We want to know, was there any intention of murder towards her? Or was it a drug overdose? Or just something else happened? We won't know. So past, present, and future, guys. This is Celeste Rivas Hernandez tarot card reading. We're doing a past, present, and future. We just want to know if you are at rest, at peace. I don't know if you were murdered or if you died by a drug overdose and somebody got scared and just bagged up your body and threw it in the frunk. I don't know. This is her tarot card reading. So past, present, and future. She is at rest, guys. Uh-oh. She walked away. Ooh. So, all right. Can you guys, I'm going to have to, my table is, the edge is right here. So, I'm going to have to, I'm looking at, the first card is the past. I'm going to flip this over because it is reversed. This is the Four of Swords. So, you can see this 3 swords. This person is on a coffin, and some of those 3 swords are piercing her. I feel from knowing about the 4 swords reversed, this is the past, that you are not at rest. She's not at rest, guys. She's not at rest in the past. Or the next card, present. And it is also reversed. It's a 9 of Swords. She is not at rest. Not at rest. I'm going to turn this card around to show what it really looks like. She is not at rest. All right, baby girl. Woo! Why is she not at rest? Because I feel there's a lot of things that were unfinished. So she is not at rest. And I'm so sorry, Celeste, that you're not at rest, love. She wants to leave. She wants to leave. And this card is the 8 of Cups, which shows her leaving. Of course, the way I'm looking at it, this figure is going to my right. The figure is not going to the left. It is not pointing to these other cards. This card is, you guys can see that. So I have a humongous concern for the future. She wants to move on to whatever realm she wants to move on to. So I'm gonna, these are some very concerning cards. And I'm not even going to put other cards on there because we can just tell that there is more to this story, and LAPD is waiting for the toxicology report. So we have her not being in rest, past, definitely not at rest in death. And wanting to, gosh, I wish I could show this, wanting to walk away. This figure here, because you guys can't tell, is actually going to the right, which would mean that they actually want to leave and go, whatever you guys believe is in heaven. I believe people pick where they want to go. If they want to go to heaven and be with other people, they can do that, or they can transition to another realm of their own realm, or they can reincarnate back here on Earth. I'm so sorry to hear that, Celeste. So I did say that I have a ghost box, and we'll bring that into play. You guys tell me if you can hear anything on here concerning Celeste. I don't know if she's going to come through. Let's see if I can stand that up. So this is Kim. I'm doing a tarot reading live. Is there anyone there? Is Celeste Rivas, are you present? So we're asking for Celeste Rivas. Did anyone hurt you? You guys, this is actually on my iPhone. Did anyone hurt you, dear? I am so sorry you're not at rest. I am so sorry this happened to you, and you are not at rest, Celeste Rivas Hernandez. You are so young, only 14. Look at the ghost fox. It's quiet. Are there any Celeste Rivas Hernandez spirit guides that can tell us what happened to her and who's responsible? Can you give us a name? Quiet. Very quiet. Are you being told, Celeste Rivas Hernandez, not to say anything to me? That sounds Spanish, guys. Anybody Spanish that speaks Spanish knows what that entity said. We are asking, is Celeste, not a Spanish, isn't it? Something. Celeste Rivas Hernandez, what happened to you, love? Because you're not at rest. You're not at rest. You can come through. This is a safe place. This is a safe area, safe place. Your story. I just said her story, guys. Can you speak clearly and slower? Because not too slow. We're not understanding what you're saying. I don't know if that was my cat. That could have been my cat that passed 2 years ago. All right, baby. I am so sorry that you're still not here on this planet in this avatar body, love. I am sorry what happened to you. Yeah. What happened between you and David? Antony Burke, Celeste Rivas Hernandez. What happened? Yeah. Well, I don't want you to be held hostage in spirit. But you're not, I can tell with these cards, you're not at rest, love. You're not at rest. It's okay, Celeste. With the strip. What else can you tell us about Celeste Rivas Hernandez? We're going to be wrapping this video up, guys. Can't understand what you're saying. Celeste, can you walk away? I hear some Spanish words, guys, or some other language. Anybody decipher that? Because, love, you are not at rest. You are not resting, Celeste Rivas Hernandez. Not even in the past. Not in this future. I am so sorry, baby girl. If you need for me through Reiki to help you transition and leave this planet Earth and transition out, Celeste Rivas Hernandez, you let me know. You're way too young. So sorry what happened to you. All right, guys, let's turn this off and give Celeste Rivas Hernandez and her spirit some space. I'm going to be shutting down this video so it's not too long. But I really appreciate each and every one of you, my people that have subscribed, my followers, and we give love to Celeste. I don't really know what the heck was going on with your family. Sounds it's just a lot, and not even sure if David's going to be charged. I felt like he had nothing to do with it. The only person that's going to be responsible is the one that threw her in the trunk. I mean, and maybe that guy, if that person, they know who it is. I don't know if they've talked to him. This case is a really interesting kind of hush hush case right now. All right, loves, take care of yourselves. And you can leave in the comments if there's anything that you would like for me to discuss in the future. Once I get going again, I'll be looking into doing a little bit more live, hopefully on this channel, and we're going to be looking into getting people to call in to do future readings. Of course, I have to have time to do all that. But anyway, you guys take care of yourself. Thank you again, and I'll come back when I have time, and we'll talk some more. Okay, bye guys.